Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to just clear a few of the time rift missions that I have not yet touched. So the first one I'm going to do is 6-6, and I'll probably try a few of the World 7 maps first as well. So, with that said, let's get started. Haven't touched time rift for a while, so I don't really recall this map, but I'm sure it'll come to me once I start it. I'm just going to skip the comments. I think I know. Yeah, okay, I remember this now. I had a nightmare trying to deal with the Archmage beside the Lancer General. And that's something that would be easily solved if my Leon had 1000 hooves, which would disable guard, but I don't. So this map is a bit of a struggle for me, I remember now. So, let's see what I can do. Alright, let's start with Leon and Liana on this side to wipe out these targets quickly. On the right, let's try something new. I'm going to try double magic users. And what I'm going to do is replace one of his skills with a summon. So I'm going to use the summon to try to bait them forward to attack me, and then I can hopefully use my range attacks to destroy them. So to also, I'm actually going to remove this attack skill and make him have sleep. So the combination of these skills should hopefully give me the edge. There's no way I'm going to finish this within 6 turns, but I think I'll be able to finish it just fine. So we'll see. So, I said I was going to bait them forward, which means turning on the danger zone and getting out of there. The danger zone is sometimes inaccurate because this guy can actually move 5 tiles, which means he can actually move right here. So I need to actually move like this to get out of the danger zone. But first things first, let's summon the Necromancer. The Necromancer will grab the treasure and attack. It's the bait attack. Okay, 80 Trinity Crystals. Not bad. So let's see if he comes in. Over here, we're gonna start the fight with Chivalry and kill off both of these targets at once. Hopefully. Yep. So I can move up. And whoops. Let's just use a gain from here and kill off that infantry guy. Alright. But now there's no more chivalry boosts, and there's no faction buff. So now the fight over here is where things get interesting. Let's start off with a black hole spell. If one of them gets slowed, looks like neither was slowed. So I'm going to have to wait for them to move onto... Yep, so I'm going to have to just wait for them to move in. Over here... Let's see if I can run across to help by taking the path up. Looks like that would work. So, let's see his movement. So let's begin by sleeping this guy. that way. Lana can just throw spells at him for a turn. And it looks like I can go around from the top. So that's what I'm gonna do. Group everyone up. It's a slower clear method, but it's a guaranteed clear. So we'll move in. Do chivalry. Right up in a waist, to be honest. Just to kill an infantry unit. This was probably better saved for attacking him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I still have a second move, so it's okay. Alright. So that group's been killed. Now the annoying part is fighting these two. And what can I do to make it easier? By moving Bozo down. Not engage until we're ready. So even though I'm going to lose that buff, I'd rather lose that buff than have a lot of trouble killing them. So this is actually quite doable by turn 7 if you have the right characters. But if you don't, like me, then you're better off taking your time. Or sorry, if you have the right skills, not the right characters. Alright. Just about ready to start. This was actually a really slow clear. What is the 3-star requirement? 3-star requirement is complete within 7 turns. So, yeah. I will not get 3 stars with this method, but I don't really mind. I'd rather just finish it, in all honesty. Especially since this is an elite map, I'll probably be grinding it a few times. So even getting a 2-star, it's not a big deal. So let's just wait one more turn, since I already wasted quite a bit of time. Alright, so going to begin with sleep on the Phalanx unit. And then attack it with chivalry and kill the mage. Done. So now it's just Zelda, which should be pretty easy to deal with. Well, let's just hit him with a spell then to start, and next turn I can finish him off. Over here, let's use a gain to attack Zelda. Alright. So let's begin by finishing this guy off with Lana. And then Bozo will jump in on the attack on this one. And let's apply prayer to heal up everybody. Not that the 2 mages need it at all, but it's just really Leon that needed it. Ouch. So, is there any way to clear this in a better method? Is now what I should be looking at. And I think there is. I already have an idea just from this fight just now. Bozo can fly, so I could actually ignore the guys up north initially. So if I have another flyer like Cherry, that would make actually clearing this with 3 stars quite easy. Within 6 turns too. The unfortunate thing is my setup is not really configured for that right now, because I actually don't have any armor for Cherry. I have leveled up Cherry, she's at level 51, but I don't have any armor for her. She's using level 10 armor. So until I find some SSR items to equip on Cherry, it's very hard for me to use her right now. So with that said, I will just leave it with a 2-star right now. This is one of those maps that you can always come back to. These time rift missions, yeah, I mean, even farming them just for your map drops is not exactly a bad thing. Because there's a bunch of things that actually need the Brave Scroll, for example, and probably the Seal of Fate too. Let's, for example, if I open up my heroes, my current list of heroes, I still haven't even upgraded Bozel yet, by the way, so I need to farm, for example, some Hermit Scrolls. Moving on. That's not the seal for him. I haven't upgraded Lana either. So both of my mages still don't have their level 50 upgrades. Oh, he uses a Seal of Fate. So yeah, for example, Ledin could use those seals. So farming this map is not necessarily a bad thing at all. Moving on. Oh, I should finish off Bernhardt. I really should. So let's just go and play it one more time. Let's see if I can 3-star this or even get the lightning operations feat. Yeah, let's just get started. I was just taking a moment to consider if there's any way for me to clear this in a more efficient method. And what I will try this time, let's just skip that. What I'm going to try is, this side is fine. It's just this side which is questionable. If I had Cherry, I could just fly her south and then we could just assault these guys before finishing off those guys up there. But let's try this. Ledin's meant to just tank the hit and kill. Bozel is here to sleep the target after he charges in. So if this works, actually I'm going to remove the summon now because I don't need it, and I'm going to replace it with a Death Scythe attack. So he has Sleep and Death and the Dark Reaper for damage, and let's see if this one will work. Okay, let's get started. What I'm going to try this time is I'm going to just do a regular attack with the skill and see if that's enough damage to kill, and I believe it is. Yep. So I can... Oh, actually I didn't kill it. Huh. Okay. That's fine. Let's move back. We will have Liana finish with a regular attack then. Saving my Chivalry for use later. Over here, I'm going to begin by moving Bozo forward, and let's also apply the faction buff. Alright. So, I want to do this, but if I do that, the infantry will attack me. And the infantry is actually surprisingly strong. So guard him. Good. The bash attack has worn off, so I can actually attack here. And let's do it this way. Good enough. So it's nearly dead. Over here, I'm going to finish off this swordsman. And I'm just going to stand outside of the range of that combo. Alright. So, come on, Ledin. Alright. Let's move him into the city wall for 30% more defense. And other than that, I'm going to begin moving up. So that next turn, Bozo can sleep and then I can kill the Archmage. Alright. Things are looking okay. Turn 3. I think I will have enough turns this time to finish it off. Everything is set up and ready to go. Right, Ledin is able to counterattack and kill that target. So let's move Ledin up. He's not participating in this specific fight, but he does. I do need him to kill Zeld. So let's move in and sleep that Phalanx. And we're going to move in 3 tiles away. Activate Chivalry. This might be overkill. I think it is overkill. It's okay. And then she's gonna move up 3 tiles. So I can get a longer charge distance. I'm going to do that. And use Act Again on Leon to attack this Langrisser. Alright, not bad. And then I'm gonna have to pull Zeld in next. So let's begin pulling. I'm going to do faction buff first, yes. It was a tough choice. I had to choose between faction buff or his Divine Guard, and I stuck with faction buff. Let's just kill him off and finish it. And apply prayers, so he has a bit more hit points for when Zeld attacks. Alright, let's move in and hit him. This is turn 6, so I need to try to kill Zeld this turn. Divine Guard. And now I'm just hoping that when he attacks, Ledin will destroy him in one retaliation strike. So we'll see if that works out. Yes! So this combo did work out. Bozo for sleep, Ledin to tank the hits, and Leon and Liana, of course, to wipe out a side. So there's the feat, and then there's some more upgrading resources. And I also got a bunch of training tickets and so on. Nice. So next, I might as well finish off this one too, because it's the exact same. So this is the normal version, which is easier because the difficulty is only 46. So let's just repeat it one more time. Skip this. Alright, character setup is ready. Let's go. So Bozo really has a lot of flexibility and utility. It's what I really like about the character. Use him for all sorts of fights, and you know, with all the skills he has access to, it just makes things so much easier. Let's just try being a bit more aggressive this time, and I'm gonna just Divine Guard because I think this side should be easier. Could use a gain to finish it off, but why bother? Alright. So let's fireball the infantry. Can one-shot it. And then faction buff. Over here, let's kill off that infantry. Not quite sure what the danger zone is. Oh, it was safe. Nonetheless, better to be careful. There's no real rush right now on that side, because the right side is still clearing. Right. Ledin shows his stuff and just kills off those 2 units for me. Now we move Bozo into place for the sleep. And we move Ledin up a few tiles. There, everyone's now in position. Apply the sleep. With the skill, I believe I can just one-shot her. Maybe don't even need the skill at this difficulty level. Move back. We're going to use a gain here. And chivalry as well. Simply because it adds a bit more damage. Yep, so that was enough to one-shot him. Other than that, let's draw him in with Divine Guard. It's not fully healthy, but since Zeld shouldn't be able to one-shot Ledin, it's okay. Because Ledin himself is an infantry unit, and actually he was able to one-shot Zeld. So that was... yeah, very, very easy. Hey, more hammers. Just what I needed. So, you know, I'm just taking a look. I mean, I could probably very easily beat these at this point. You know, level 44 difficulty with my characters, I can just clear them with ease. I don't even need to think about it, really. So I'll probably clear out all of these later. I'm not going to record it though, because these matches should all be very simple. At level 51, when you're facing against level 44 opponents, it's just no challenge. 44 and 45. So, yeah, I will be able to get all those rewards at this point. Similarly, I think I have a whole bunch to pick up still, even out down here. Let's take a look. Why? Because I never even did this map. Well, that explains it. So yeah, I'll probably go back and pick up these rewards, and I'm not going to do a video on it because it's just they've just been sitting here, and I can just pick them up anytime without worry. So let's move on. I've finished perfected that. These ones I can just do later. So let's move on to, I believe, the elite version of World 7. Yep. And let's take a look. Seal of the World Ranger Scroll. They don't seem like things I particularly need right now. But there may be better rewards in the later maps that I will need to level up my characters. And then there's... oh, here's where the epic runes are. And actually, these are worth farming, I have to say. And the reason why they're worth farming is because in the guild store, you can actually get them via the guild store once you hit level 50. But they're expensive. They cost 350 points for 8. Whereas, you know, the basic runes cost 100 points for 10. So if you do have a lot of guild points, you know, you don't actually need to farm that map at all, because you just use guild points to buy it. But otherwise, you can also farm the map. So that would be World 8, which has been unlocked. I don't think there's any particular rush to do this either, to be perfectly honest, so I can hold it off on that. So let's just start with the elite version of World 7 first, and then move on to World 8 eventually. Okay, so elite mode, World 7, 1. Let's try it. What were the achievement requirements again? So finish this map within 8 turns, no more than 1 character dies, defeat that general guy within 3 turns, and reach Albert within 3 turns. So if I can reach him within 3 turns, and kill, I guess, this guy, right? Yeah, within 3 turns, I get all the achievements. Okay, well, Bozo's a must, because of his Summon Undead skill. think I can remove sleep this time. So he'll have a Death Scythe attack and the summoning. And then the treasure is right beside that guy too. So reach him within 3 turns, eh? If I throw in a teleporter and jump him up forward, I can actually reach him within the very first turn. That's just an interesting note. I think I will give that a shot. If I move up and charge and retreat, I can kill this guy, and then I will need Leaden to provide protection. Yeah, I think this setup would be okay. So let's give this a try. So I'm using 4 characters rather than the 5 that I'm given. And technically it's actually down to 3 because one of them, Bozel, is going to be busy trying to reach that guy in the north. So I actually don't think I need the skill. I'm going to hold it in reserve. Oh wait, I already used it. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. And we move back. So, faction buff first. I'm going... Should I waste again, is the question here. And then the other question is whether Leaden can survive 2 attacks from Merman. I don't think he can, so I am going to use the again. So again on Leaden to bring him up to support my Leon. There we go. And then finally, as I was saying, I'm going to try teleporting Bozel way forward in order to reach my ally. And let's just see where the danger zone is. Interestingly enough. If I do this, am I in danger from here? I am, because of the water control skill. So my best bet of escaping is really just up here. And then dropping a sacrificial necromancer. Oh, you know what? Let's drop the necromancer right there. Because I believe I can tank that hit without problems. Let's see. 530 attack, 362. I don't know. Let's play it safe. I'll drop the necromancer right beside him. And then attack him, so that the necromancer should be the target that the Lancer General takes down. Alright. Down there, Leaden will have a field day. Oh, and he actually ran away. So that makes things easy. The other one didn't even trigger. I thought he would come in, but he didn't. So I really, this is kind of a surprise for me this turn. Means I should have a pretty easy time killing him even. We'll see. Okay. Going to grab the armor. Ooh, wow! 80,000 gold. Nice. So I'm just going to kill off this Aquatic General then. And move up. So one of the feats has already been achieved, which is reach him within 3 turns. So I can remove Hein for the next battle to make it easier to kill this guy within 3 turns. Although I suspect I'll want to keep Hein anyways, just I have to use a different strategy with him. Namely, instead of teleporting to reach this guy, I probably want to teleport to attack this guy. Alright, they come in. Damn it. So let's retreat back a little. And let's attack and retreat. He's an interesting character because he has infantry units, but he's a tank. He himself is a lancer. So, anyways. Still avoiding triggering this guy. Let's attack. Langrisser General. That's good, so now he will probably die to that guy. I just need to kill off these remaining targets. So I might not finish this within 8 turns, but I definitely got one of the achievements and the treasure, which makes the second attempt much easier. Let's move him up for divide. Oh. Let's see. This is actually a good setup because I have a Sage's Hat on Liana, so that his defense will not be removed. I'll show it when I apply the buff after this. But first, let's move out. Chivalry. Kill off this guy. Really, just not enough damage. Oh, so be it. Back here, let's activate Divine Guard. Is there anything else for Leon to do? Yes, let's use a gain for Leon. And let's hammer this guy. Uh-oh, that's not good. Nope, I'm going to have to continue to try to kill Arrow Wheel. Yep, there we go. He goes down, and I can just move back into the defensive range. Bozos just continue to kill this Lancer General and heal himself with Dark Reaper. He has no real reason to get into the fight over here, so he won't. Alright, the mermaid triggered himself. And Hard Rock did not proc. Oh no! So Leaden falls to 3 attacks. Uh-oh. Things are looking a little bit grim now. Let's keep retreating. Wow, that was actually much lower damage than I would expect. Okay, that's fine. This totally collapsed. Okay, nonetheless, I can still finish this, and that's all I want right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's place here. I thought they would be attacking Mori, so I had left that. Oh! Why is Lance so tough? Uh-oh, that might finish him off. And it did. So I actually failed the map. Ah, okay. Things were looking bright until the 2 cavalry units showed up. So what mistakes did I make there? Obviously it was targeting the general guy first, instead of killing the cavalry with Leon. So making that change would probably let me beat this map, to be honest. So let's give that a second try. But it does seem like I can't 3-star it quite yet, and it's probably because my equipment still isn't quite up to par. Let's skip the chatter this time. Was the teleport necessary? I felt it was, because it helped protect I felt it was, but that's not guaranteed to mean it was. Let's try using Almeda as a second healer to bring him up to health. So let's run this combo. See how this plays out. We can use Chivalry to attack and kill this target. And that's enough to move back. Now the question is, should I trigger this merman right from the start? Not quite yet. Let's get rid of the other merman first before we trigger that one. If I do a summon, what good would he do? Let's just do the summon first and move him up. Mainly to buy some time. Oh, actually, without the teleport, I'm not going to grab that within 3 turns. I'll just get a regular clear, won't I? Oh well. It's okay. Right, we're going to trigger that summon now. Oh, let's get the regular clear first, and then do the second clear after this. Where I get the treasure, where I get the armor and walk beside him for 3 turns. I think I made a mistake. I thought I faction buffed last turn, but he didn't have any buff at all. So I must have ended turn without doing anything. That's unfortunate. Well, in any case, yeah, I don't see how I can kill this guy within 3 turns unless I have a very strong character that I teleport forward to attack him. And even then, I would probably have to need 2 teleports, one for Liana and one for Leon, to double attack to finish this guy off. So, we'll see. Okay, I need to finish some of these enemies off. So let's start off with that. It's late, but here's the faction buff. Jeez. And final. Let's tornado, because that would weaken his stats. Right. Applies a few debuffs. Turn 4, is there any point in reaching Albert? Not really. So I'll grab this in the next run. With Almeda on the field, alright. Seems like the NPC is getting healed up by Almeda a lot. That's why Albert has nearly full hit points. So, just an interesting point. Oh, and he also has Sunshade too, so no wonder why he's doing fine. Alright. This time, let's hammer these 2 cavalry units first, so that Ledin will have an easy time killing them off. Start off with a skill attack that nearly kills off that first infantry, or nearly kills off that first cavalry unit, and then we'll activate again to do the second one. defense is just surprisingly tough. What are his stats anyways? They don't look that high. I mean, 360 defense, 618 attack. I'm just surprised he's taking so little damage from Leon. So, anyways. Let's move over here and attack. There we go, that's better. There we go. Okay. Interesting. No one can step on these two positions, it looks like. That's why there he's going around. So by placing Bozal here, he was able to get a free attack in. Let's see how he has his mobility reduced for 1 turn, so that's fine. So let's begin with Fireball. Ouch. Those barbs really hurt. Fortunately, I have Prayer on Liana. And I probably should have used all meta first, but it's not a big deal. Turn 7, is this the last turn? Turn 8 is the last turn, so I actually still have some time to finish it off and still get 3-star. So let's attack. Leon barely doing any damage. Why? No, is it the lack of the faction buff? Oh, it's the 531 defense. That's what's causing the issue. Alright. So that was a full clear for the full stars anyways. To get the feats is much more challenging, of course. Because you're essentially, you know, in order to get the feats, you're giving up characters. Because you have to send them on, you know, crazy missions. So, but we can at least get the one that, with Heinz teleporting. But before I do so, I will give Hein my equipment set from Lana. That way he should be able to help with the fight, instead of right now where he's effectively useless. So that increases his intelligence by quite a bit, 121, and I'm hoping that's enough to make him be able to do some damage in support. So let's give it a try. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I was supposed to open Time Rift. Let's go for round 2 of this map. And this time we'll pick up the hidden chests as well as reach Albert within 3 turns. The third item, defeat Bernalil within 3 turns, that can wait till later. I mean, theoretically you could do it. I mean, it's just you need a few attacks on him. Even a teleporting strike would work to draw him in. So first, let's try the teleport. And over here, we're going to do chivalry, as I said. Kill off that guy again. We move up and drop an undead right there. And watch this guy retreat back to do his guard skill. Faction buff this time, let's not forget. And I'm kind of curious, I want to see if he can... I'm pretty sure Leon can survive the attack from the mermaid, so let's do that. Yeah. Survived it just fine, too. So is this going to bait the other one? Nope. Let's actually apply prayer first this time. Mainly because Leon needs some healing. And by doing that, when he attacks, he's going to heal twice afterwards, I believe. We should bring him back to full health as well. So, and then let's bait this merman in. Step beside him. There we go. By dealing with this merman now, I don't have to deal with it later, like when the cavalry are in the fight. So, we'll see. Right. Start throwing spells at it. Yay! So Hein can actually do some damage now, unlike before. This is turn 3, I believe? Yep. Looking good. So we saw last time that if I get this guy here, he's pretty safe. move him into place. Alright, let's faction buff again and then... Okay. Oops, let's begin with Chivalry. We'll hit Lance first. That's more like it for damage, okay. And then move back, and then use again. Might have made a small mistake there, but oh well. Because now I don't know who the stage hat will affect. And I think I got lucky. Looks like it affected Ledin. But yeah, I mean, when I put them like that, Liana's Sage Hat could have affected any of my 3 characters, which was a bit awkward. So with the Sage Hat, you really have to be careful about, you know, the order and the location that you put your units in. Otherwise, you won't be able to get that buff for your tank. But if you have that buff, you know, that's why Ledin is guarding against multiple attacks, because he's now invulnerable to the Ram skill. Right. Let's move into position to fight the last opponent here, which is the Lancer General. Over here, you know. With a swordsman and the Bozal attacking, it shouldn't be a problem to take him down. While Albert is taking damage, I don't think he's going to die. Actually, Bozo was able to kill. So there you go. Again, Sage's hat could have hit anyone, but I think it actually affected my tank again. Interesting, it did. But at this point it doesn't really matter because there's no cavalry left that can stun or, you know, disable guard. There we go. So skip the dialogue this time, and let's see. Yes, so I got the Reach Albert within 3 turns achievement. And should we try for killing the general within 3 turns? Just thinking, because he initially has infantry, and then after you kill the infantry, you have to kill the cavalry. You have to kill a lancer. It's actually kind of tough. Bernhard might be able to do it if I teleport him forward. But then Bernhard would be vulnerable to those 2 horsemen that show up in the top left. on the whole, it just feels like getting this last feat should wait until later. Especially since this map is not exactly the items that I really need. Seal the World and Ranger Scroll. I don't think either of them are that useful for the characters I'm using right now. Which is, you know, for example, Bozo. Let's see. Well, until I level him up, I really don't know. It's possible. It could be useful. So, moving on. I'm actually able to level up Bernhardt now. So let's do it. Slight stat increase. 10 defense, 17 attack, 125 more hit points. Let's see. Why is his stats 169 plus 164 plus 39 defense? That's it? Wow, okay. That's an unpleasant surprise. So apparently I don't really have equipment that gives defense for him. So that's why his defense is so low. His attack value is okay, but he's getting more magic defense than his defense, which is the problem. Which kind of means that the enchantments he has are garbage. Yeah, this is giving magic defense bonus. This is giving magic defense and only 3 defense. This is magic defense and attack. Yeah. So he could use some more defense, but at the same time, he's not exactly the kind of leader that actually relies on defense. Generally speaking, if you look at him, right, yeah. His skills, Shield Bash, prevents him from taking damage, for example, and then Sword Dance is like an AoE attack, so he doesn't get any damage. Defense is a nice stat for him to have, but it's not absolutely required. Although, I do have to say, it is surprisingly low. It really should be higher. You know, especially when Let-In has around 300 for comparison purposes. So that's something I need to pay attention to. Moving on. Let's see. So I still have the 2 characters that I still need to upgrade is Lana and Bozo. They still need their class up. And then I have to start gathering materials for level 55. Because level 55 is when they get their mastery reward, and the mastery bonus is pretty decent, I believe. For example, let's open the class mastery. Strike Master would give, yeah, plus 25 attack, plus 90 hit points, and some magic defense. So it's a nice bonus, the 25 attack especially. So if you can get the class masteries once you hit level 55, you really should do so. So in that sense, I really should be getting these time rift missions done because it helps me gather materials in advance for the class upgrades. Okay, let's move on to the second map. I remember this map. Oh man, this one was quite annoying. You have to stop all enemies from crossing the river and kill 6 enemies in 6 turns. I don't think even on the normal difficulty I managed to do that. I got the 3-star, and I did stop all... Oh, I did stop all the enemies from crossing the river. But I could not, absolutely could not kill 6 enemies in 3 turns. This map has some decent items. Let's see. So let's give it a try. Right, so the general just keeps running away, I remember now. The other guys run until you get into their attack range, then they start fighting you. So this map was a little bit annoying. Probably more than a little bit, I should say. Let's bring a full combat team this time. And just go for the clear. Would be nice if I could get the other option, but if I don't get it, that's okay too. So in this case, summon undead isn't of that much. It is of use in grabbing the treasure, but it's not of great use. So I can actually remove it and maybe add sleep. Ledin can be at the back because he's just... I remember there were cavalry that spawned, so Ledin can be at the back to... Actually, it's hard to say because... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just leave it like this. Because these guys have 4 movement, so they can catch up pretty fast. Okay. I'm gonna save Chivalry because I just need to wipe out these guys first and then get into range to attack the guys that are deeper in. So I'm going to move up, and the very first thing is I'm going to apply Divine Guard. Moving up. We're going to move Liana first, and the reason because I need to again him. Oh, and I just realized that I didn't activate Chivalry, which means Bernhardt doing a faction buff would actually be a good thing. So let's do it now. If I had done that before, this guy was dead. It is what it is. Can't quite charge in yet because of all the Lancers, so I'll wait. Just let him do some work. So they're running towards crossing the river. Ooh. I think I did use a teleporter last time, now that I'm looking at this. Okay, so without a teleport, you really struggle to stop those guys. So if I do this and do a Chivalry attack... Oh no, I don't think I did actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I probably just did this. Attack, high damage, and get out of range of that Lancer. Oh, that is so annoying. Don't know why he activated guard there, but huh, how did I stop them last time then? Just looking at this and... I may have to look at that video myself. Because at this point, he is in the water. Oh, I think what I did was the first turn, I killed one, but then I shifted to that other guy right away so I could get into this northern position. Because now I'm kind of in trouble. I mean, I can try this, but I don't like it. Yeah, it's just, I took a lot of damage to do that. And they actually shifted, which, oh, they didn't attack me. Somehow it's actually kind of working out, hilariously enough. Okay. So if I move up and Divine Guard here, both of these guys should attack. And then I'm still out of range of these guys, which is the important thing. I can move up and target him with a range attack. Oh, he actually has phalanx units. Choose a game. Get Leon out. He's just out of this fight pretty much. Not bad. He did end up getting into the water, unfortunately. I could have slept him, and then that would have stopped him from getting into the water. But I let him in primarily because this way I can get Leon out. So the second attempt I can definitely... Oh wow! He also has a revival ability. Jesus! That is annoying. Okay, his Divine Guard is still on, and it's going to be on for a while too. So nope, I'm going to rely on Ledin's defense to protect me, with the Sage's Hat applying to him. So let's see how this works out. Ow. He's gotten across. But I will use Chivalry to heal up some hit points so I can actually attack. It's an awkward way to make Leon fight, but it's all I've got right now. Faction buff. Sleep. Oh, nope, not that attack. I want to sleep Lance, so that is just one attacker right now. Let's do prayer. If I had kept Leon in there. So I'm making quite a few mistakes right now, but at least the prayer brought everyone back to full health. Or everyone here in the fight. So that's okay. Let's next rely on the shield bash to knock Lance out a bit. How far can Leticia move? Yeah. We can Divine Guard now. That adds some more damage. Okay. This looks good. I'm going to shoot Lance down. Perfect. So now I have a bit of time to get Bozo to grab that item. May actually be tougher for me to grab that because I suspect Ledin will kill Lance. So I'm actually going to offer Bernhard as a sacrifice. By moving Bernhard out of the way. Yep, so as expected, he goes up to Bernhard and buys me the time to grab the treasure, and it's 2 Trinity vouchers. Nice. Alright, let's now finish off Lance then. Let him act again. Finish him off. There we go.
バルディア城からダルシス侵攻の準備が整ったと連絡がありました。そうか。ディゴスめ、首を洗って待っていろ。
Couldn't complete this within 8 turns, surprisingly. But hey, got... Actually, it's probably because I delayed a few turns, so that's okay. But I got a few achievements, so... And I got the treasure. So let's jump back into this one and try to get at least one other achievement. Insufficient stamina, so let's just buy it. This time we'll just skip the conversation. So now I do not have to grab this treasure, and I just need to make sure to block them from advancing. And how can I do that more safely than what I did the previous game? Was sleep necessary? It was at the end. It definitely helped keep Ledin from taking too much damage because my phalanx were melting. No, I think I'll have to stick with the current setup. I was wondering if I could do a summon to draw some of these phalanx away from the from Soldav, but I suspect not. So let's stick with this. See how it works out. At the very least, I should be able to get 3-star, and then in the future I can get those achievements. So, faction buff to begin this time. And Leon goes up and just does a regular attack. One, two, three. I do actually want to move back as far as I can so I can get the full attack distance on the next target. Unless I use Chivalry here. So if I go 1, 2, 3, Chivalry, he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he can attack this guy. So that would probably be the best move. So we'll do that. Use again. And going to move right in the middle of them all. Use Chivalry to attack this swordsman. And this attack is going to be a regular attack. There we go. Start off here with a faction buff. Alright. Looks pretty good this time. Leon's much further. But I don't think, yeah, I don't see how I can block them still, despite that. So we'll see. Okay, Fireball from Bozel, weaken these guys. Ooh. Divine Guard over here. Ooh. Uh-oh. Come on, let in. So Hard Rock is completely saving my Leaded right now. Ooh. Yeah, I'm moving north pretty aggressively, I feel, but still not quite enough, from what I can tell. Anyways, let's keep moving. So I'm not going to attack, I'm just going to block this time, I guess. Let's see how this works. Ooh. strike. That knocks one of them out. Nice.
了解。はあ。よし。何をしてるのか分かっているのか。了解。はあ。
ご命令を。
行くぜ。何をしてるのか分かっているのか。
ご命令を。
何をしてるのか分かっているのか。
Yep. So let's sleep the guy who keeps running away. Okay. And
ご
then
命令を。
we use again
思考。
so that I can attack the Lancer that's still
何をして
dangerous.
るのか分かっている。準備完了です。よし。
Alright. Looks good.
了解。何をしてるのか分かっているのか。よし。
So now I have to pay attention to where I can position my characters. This seems okay.
準備完了です。はあ。準備完了です。はあ。
We'll sleep him again.
絶望せよ。準備完了です。行くぜ。
Divine Guard because it's the only move I've got in this case. Activate Chivalry.
無駄な抵抗はするな。準備完了です。
And if I can smash down one of these two cavalries, then I'm not good. That was a bit too aggressive when she was very low hit points. Well, that pretty much kills any opportunity of stopping this guy at this point then.
What 何をしてるのか分かっている。何をしてるのか分かっているのか。行くぜ。勝負をつける時が来たな。
ご命令を。思考。そして。
はあ。 行くぜ。
ご命令を。人、思考、そして
何をしてるのか分かっているのか。
Okay, so it kind of looks like actually Ledin can take quite a bit of damage, surprisingly. So I may have been a bit too careful with him.
ご命令を。
We'll see.
これが私の信じる心です。
何をしてるの。
Let's shield bash this turn. I'm just relying on the skills he has to do damage rather than his actual attack. I have the Divine Guard here so that I can actually do some real damage. And then hit him with a range attack. So, still turn 9. It's doesn't look like I can beat this in a earlier turn. Well, it's just there's too many targets to kill. It's kind of a struggle.
そうか。
Whoa, that actually stopped him from crossing the river this time. I'm so confused. I'll admit, I'm completely confused. I'm not sure how I got that one, but I'll take it. Good enough. Well, let's see how this looks like. Oh my god, this map! Okay, I remember now. This map is an absolute nightmare for me because it really requires Ulti-Muller for you to be able to beat it in any kind of reasonable time. Yeah. If you have Ledin, I remember there's like sea monsters that spawn one here and one here. And then after you get across, you have to fight everything, and Lance also appears too. You know what? I'm gonna hold off from playing this for now. I'll come back to it another day. It's a pretty long fight, and I don't really feel like going through it at this time. So I guess I'll end this video at this point. Played a few maps. Did 6-6, did 7-1, and also 7-2. So we'll try to do a few more tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll be able to finish these fairly fast. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Nitro out.